Okay, that's a little vague. Can you give me a little bit more insight? Are you looking for something in like a
More like
job,
a financial thing.
a financial shift? Okay, okay. So let me tune in here really quick. There'll be just a little bit of silence as I tune into your loved ones, and I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Cheryl Ann. Do you go by Cheryl or Cheryl Ann? Sorry,
Cheryl Ann.
Cheryl Ann. Okay. So I can see that that there is like an energy. So as you know, everything is energy, even money, even financial prosperity and abundance. And it's like there's a big blockage that is holding you back from all of this. Um, it's like your energy field needs to be cleared out from that for the first of all. Second of all, I feel like you're going to be doing a job change soon. Are you looking for a different job right now?
A dog.
No, a job.
Yeah, I have a dog that's going to the vet tomorrow.
Uh, no, no. Are you seeking new employment?
It's the phone is really cutting out bad.
Okay. Are you looking for a new job?
What job am I?
Are you going to be looking
I'm
for a new job?
no, no,
Okay. The reason
no.
I
I'm
say
retired.
that, okay,
I'm
okay,
retired.
okay. There's something coming. There's something coming in, um,
Hmm.
because they keep referring me to a job. That like there's something coming in. There's a shift or a change that's going to be coming in for you. That's going to help alleviate some of that. To alleviate some of that pressure. Um, do you have? Do you by chance have rental properties?
Who?
Do you rent?
Hello?
Do you have a house that you rent to somebody else?
I help my brother out. He owns the house. My mom passed away in January, and he takes care of the house. But I help
Okay.
him.
Okay. Are you guys? Is somebody living there? Like, are they renting it, or are you thinking of renting the house?
No, he's bought that house outright. I rent. He owns the house. I just help out.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um, I feel like there's some residual income that's coming in. And so they're showing me that it's rental, um, or there's some financial thing that maybe that your family has left that hasn't come into being yet.
Oh, okay.
So I
I
feel
am.
like there's.
I
Go ahead.
am waiting on a. I am. I just want to know because I have a settlement coming, and I just wanted to know when it would probably be here.
Okay, that's why I feel like there's money coming in and coming through. Okay, that makes sense to me. So to answer your question, yes, it is coming through. It will be coming to you. Um, if you're questioning whether the amount is going to be in full, you know how sometimes
Mhm.
when things are in settlement, you don't get the amount that you think that you're going to get. Your team is telling me that you will be getting that full amount. So that's good news.
Oh, yeah, that is good news. I also wanted to ask if there was a younger female around me.
I do feel the female presence. I feel like it was it your sister that the light just came back on. Is it your sister that is, was it a sister that passed away?
No, my sister lives upstairs from me.
Okay.
No, she's still here.
Okay.
My daughter passed away back in 2017. I just wanted to know if she was around me.
Well, considering that since I've been talking to you, my lights have been flickering off and on, I would say yes, that she is very much present with you right now. I feel like she's with you all the time.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
She's saying, Mom, don't worry. I'm taking care of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's true. My mom's up in heaven, too.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I thank you very much for those
You're so very
accurate
welcome.
questions. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thank you for calling in.
Okay. I'll be calling again, but thank you.
All right. Perfect. Look forward to it.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. Next, we have Ashley in Leroy Township, Ohio. Good evening, Ashley, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Excellent. What can we do for you tonight?
What was that?
What can we do for you tonight?
Well, it's open for a free reading.
Sure. Do you have a specific question?
Nothing specific. I do have questions about my mom or daughter, but
okay. Go ahead.
I'm not sure how to ask them.
Just let me know what it is that's on your mind.
Okay, my daughter passed, and me and my mom no longer speak, so I don't know where to go from there.
Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm going to tune in here. So there's just going to be a couple of minutes of silence, but I will be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Ashley. So I'm being shown that the rift between your mom and you really began after your daughter passed. It's really hard on your mom. You're doing better with it, believe it or not, than your mom is. She's having a hard time expressing what she's going through, and therefore it's causing the rift between the two of you. She needs to be able to talk with somebody about this to try to release it from her. She's doing a lot of grieving, and I don't mean to take this away from you because I know you are grieving as well. But I'm being shown that you are farther along in your process. You've been able to process through some of that grief and be able to start the healing process, whereas your mom really hasn't been able to do that yet. And that's where the biggest disconnect is coming between you guys. I do see the two of you working things out and bringing that together and coming back together again. So giving it a little bit more time and knowing that she is processing her own stuff and giving her that time to do that is going to be healthy for both of you.
Okay.
Your mom is a very strong-willed person. You were strong-willed as well, but you are a little more, you can bend a little bit more than she can, so to speak. So that's the hard part, is that she's very set in her ways, right? And you're able to kind of bend the rules a little bit to make it easier to navigate through life. And so on that piece of it, you guys don't always see eye to eye because she has a very distinct way of seeing life, and it doesn't always match up with your way of life.
Well, that's spot on.
Yeah. So knowing that there is going to be those differences in the way that you think, you really are going to be the one to kind of bend and move. And think of yourself as like a river. You're just kind of flowing and you're bending and you're moving with the flow of the water to kind of help move you and move your mom through some of these difficult times. Your daughter's coming through pretty strongly right now. She was a very free spirit, a very beautiful soul, and she really loved life. And she's telling you not to worry about the situation because it's going to come back around. She says Grandma's going to see the light. Grandma's going to understand. Just knowing that, she's safe and she is free and she's with you all the time.
Okay.
She hasn't been gone for very long, has she?
3 years.
Okay. Not that long. Not that long. So she wants you to know that she's doing okay. She's doing fabulous, in fact. She says there's no pain. It's complete freedom. And she doesn't want you to worry about her because she's just fine.
Okay.
She wants you to know that that she loves you very much, that you were really her rock. You were really there when she needed you. And she wants you to know that.
Okay.
She says everything is going to be just fine. Everything is going to be just fine. You have to trust. I can see her. She's showing me. Oh, there goes my light again. She's showing me like she's a little girl, and she's spinning around and around and around, and her dress is flowing and moving around with her. So she's very, very happy, and she's very, very free. And she just keeps saying, "Don't worry, I'm just fine."
Okay.
Yeah. She was very young when she passed, wasn't she?
She's 3 months.
I'm sorry.
She was 3 months.
Yeah. She was a very free spirit. Um, she counted on you, relied on you. She says it was just her time, and she's very sorry.
Okay.
She's always going to be with you. Always.
Okay.
There's always going to be a piece of her with you. Always. So, Ashley, we are coming down to the last few seconds of our show, so I hope this has helped.
That was helpful.
Perfect. Thank you so much for calling in tonight, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that does it here for us tonight. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. Hope you are all well and safe. Reach out to me on my Facebook page at Julie Yeager Walker or Medium, Julie Yeager Walker Medium, or Your Time to Shine, or www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. I've got Coffee and Connections coming up at the end of the month, a group reading. You can grab your spot to be with Darlene and I at the end of the month on Eventbrite. Check it out on my website, and you can also be looking for another special meditation series coming from me. Have a great night, everyone, and stay safe.
to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Avid Advice Live with Fia Johansson. Live from AvidAdviceLive.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Avid Advice Live
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Jack Canfield, your host for Hollywood Live. My next guest, Fia Johansson, is an amazing person. She speaks 5 languages, which I find very impressive. She's emigrated to several countries, has a psychology degree from the University of Stockholm in Sweden. She is a hypnotherapist, clinical hypnotherapist and healer, and God knows probably other things I don't even know about. So I just want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you,
very
Jack.
much.
I'm so
Pleasure to have
thankful.
you here. So tell us a little bit about your background and the work that you do.
Yes, my name is Fia Johansson, as you said, and I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, and I hijack the subconscious mind, or basically I says that subconscious mind surgeon.
I love that, subconscious brain surgeon.
Yes, exactly. And also, I'm helping police officers and private investigators, law enforcement, finding missing people, helping them with the murder cases and individual cases that come to me from people. Mm-hmm. So all my life, I find my purpose to helping others. And it was easy. I mean, as long as I know I exist, I have to help others. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter how. And the funny part, they found me. I never go after anybody. They found me, they asked me, and I'm helping them as much as I can.
That's beautiful. Now, when did you realize you were psychic?
I was 7.5. So a friend of mine was in my house, and they wanted back home, they want to go home, and I just said, no, please don't go. And my grandma says they had to. I says, no, please, because I feel incensed that if your guy's going, then there's going to be a car crash. So they both kind of like, just come on, stop it. It's nothing going to happen. Just, she just want to let the friend stay. So my mom was like, okay, just go to your room, have fun, nothing is going to happen. 2 hours later, they phoned us and says, well, unfortunately, they had a car crash. Nothing bad had happened to them, but they had a car crash and they was in the hospital. So from there, my mom said, gosh, I should be scared. I was like, wow, I don't even know why I even said that, and why when I said that, things happened. And I never been normal, like as a child. I always could feel, sense. I always been afraid of dark. I always felt that when I'm actually in the dark, or actually in the dark room, I felt the heat, connection, kind of sense of somebody touching or trying to communicate with me. In a very proper way, but in a way that if I could actually tell everybody could say, you're crazy, you're getting crazy. Oh my God, take this lady to the doctor, or little girl to the doctor. But then later on, when I was at the age of 14, I started to realize that, I may be an empath. Mm-hmm. Or maybe why, when every single person actually dying, people communicating with me after they are dying. So what's wrong with me? What's wrong with them? So then I studied about medium and mediumship. I moved from my country to Stockholm. And let's just say about that stories. Well, my career started from there. It was October 6, 1999. It was almost minus 30 degrees, super cold. And it was just about 2 weeks that I moved from my country to Stockholm. I couldn't speak English. I couldn't speak Swedish. I just could speak Persian and a little of Italian. I went to the grocery store and I saw somebody is just running behind and with the gun in hand. I was like, is it correct? That was the gun? What was it? So I saw that all of a sudden shooting, and also the police officers and a lot of people get into the stores. And as I do remember, I stopped the cops to not following and going through the place that he wanted to. And he trying to push me away. So it's like, don't stop me, I have to go. And I was like, no, don't, because he can kill you. And I don't even know how I told him that he could understood what I meant by don't, you're going to be killed. I stopped him, so I hold him like that. I do remember that. I was like little, tiny, just was cold, but I felt like I have to stop him. However, my career started from there. They understood that if I couldn't really realize and replace that person that was behind the wall, then the officer could be killed very easily in the head. Mm-hmm. So from there, they asked me a question, how you stopped the officer? How did you know that this guy was hiding behind the door and the wall? And I told them, well, that was my life and my stories and everything. So then they said, you know what, we need you, and you should just be part of us. I was just 14, I was just like a teenager.
13.
Yeah, and they've been super excited, they've been amazed by everything that I did so far for them, and I started working with them until I moved to America. So I'm still working with them on the phone. So if they have cases, they're calling me, they're telling me. And there's a large of clients of mine that they're calling me from everywhere, from Australia, you know, London, Canada, whatever. And that's why I developed the Avid Advice platform for myself to let people talk to me and communicate with me about their problems. But right now, my most amazing, better say, gift that I have is about finding missing people, helping officers and investigators to solving their cases.
Fascinating, fascinating. I'm curious, most people, if you were to survey the average American, would say they don't believe in psychics, they don't believe in mediums. Well, when you were growing up, was that an issue for you?
As I said, mine was always word of mouth. So I mean, every single person who actually came to me first, they've been non-believer until they see something with their own eyes. Mm-hmm. Mostly, as you know, like officers, private investigators, they are not really logical. They're kind of more logical, not biological.
Right.
And when a psychic or medium telling them don't do, it's kind of hard for them to accept from the beginning until actually they know that, oh, she knows what she's talking about. Mm-hmm. So for me, it was hard until they start to believe in, oh, she does. 2 years ago, I found missing pilot, the black box of the missing pilot. Coast Guard communicated with me and says, like, we are looking for that missing pilots, and the instructor, can you help us? I said, you are guys close by to the ocean, and it's just not the right place because I can hear what he's telling me exactly where he is right now. And they said, what we should do now is to send a helicopter, and I will guide you guys where to go. And we found the black box, and LAPD confirmed that, Coast Guard confirmed that. That was from the same flight. And I was in NBC News, and then after that, people just starting to call, communicate more. So that's why I developed Avid Advice, for them to communicate more then, yeah.
Sophia, your success has obviously been amazing. You've been on television, you're solving problems for everybody, including law enforcement, and doing what would often be considered miraculous things. What do you attribute your amazing success to?
Believe in myself, believe in my abilities, knowing my market. I always telling to everyone, because I am helping people to develop their businesses as well. It doesn't matter what type of businesses, but by helping them how to create. So I always tell everybody, just look into what market wants from you. Don't say what market can bring to me, because market would never bring anything to you until you bring quality to market. My only word to every single business entrepreneur, woman business entrepreneur, is about believe in yourself, always quality bring always quantity, remember that. And look around and see exactly what you need, what your market need, and also get in tune with your soul and see who are you, how are you, and if you are okay. Because if you do not have control over your life, then you do not have over control over your business, then over your life and over everything. So stay away from negative people, from negativities, and just be yourself in every single moment and areas of your life.
Now, you may have just answered the next question I was going to ask you, which is, looking back from where you sit now, very successful, very confident. When you were looking back, let's say at the 20-year-old Fia, what would you have told her? Anything different than what you just said?
Never be afraid.
Never be afraid.
To show off.
To show off?
Yes. Because I was afraid always to show off, because when I left my country, I was just a teenager, and I've been together with a lot of Swedish, people, and I do remember the first time when I want to connect with them, they've been kind of super cold. It takes time for them to just accept you in their group. So I always try to hold myself back and then trying to let them to moving forward. Then I felt like, why I'm doing this? I'm a proud, beautiful young lady that I do everything by myself. I'm helping a million of people right now, and I do a fantastic job with a lot of law enforcement officers, and why I'm trying to hold myself back and not speaking to them or just letting them to, take an action towards to whatever they are asking me or doing. You know what, it's time. Get up now. Just hold yourself up and just say, hello, this is me, Fia Johansson. So, and yeah, if I was just show off more and then could say that, you know what, good job, go for it. Never be afraid of talking, never be afraid of communicating with people, never be afraid of showing who you are as a person. Just be yourself in every single matter of your life, whatever happened, wherever you are, whomever you are, and wherever you are end up with, you have to just be yourself.
Beautiful, beautiful. So if people want to reach you and take advantage of your talents, your skills, your gifts, where do they go? How do they find you?
There's a couple ways, but the easiest way is if they can go to PersianMedium.com and AvidAwakening.com, and they can reach my platform, which is AvidAdvice.com. So, and then they sign up and they call and chat from there. Sometimes they sending me an email, because I'm receiving a million of emails. My assistant says, oh my God, Fiona, they want to prioritize this and prioritize that. But I will definitely get in with people when they call through Avid Advice, because that's the only way that I can communicate and connect with people directly. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And my Instagram, by the way, I have over 1,300,000 followers.
Good for you.
Which is, I'm happy. And every time when I'm actually having 60-second videos, I see, okay, 3 million views. Oh, thank you, God. So I'm happy that I'm helping them. I'm happy to make them to feel happy. I'm happy to make them and feel them happy.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Fia.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you being on the show today. And for all of you, check out her website. She can help you with a lot of different things. So stick around, though. We have one more guest today. So see you in a couple minutes.
There is somebody's mom here. She directed to you right now.
Fia was actually channeling my mother.
I have her right now with me.
She passed away 3 years ago.
She says, forgive me.
Hearing from my mom was amazing.
What she told you before, 3 days before she passed.
That she loves me and that she'll see me soon.
She's directing me another woman in the room. Please.
My grandmother was my mentor growing up.
There's 2 women that directed by her right now. You and her. She's talking about the man that she was concerned, and she's still concerned, and she asked for forgiveness for that man as well.
The man that she brought forward to forgive, that's my brother.
She's telling you to stop being weak. Bring more confidence into your life.
You know, we're all at different points in our lives. We've all been through different experiences, traumas, excitements, joy.
She's proud of you. You quickened something. You stopped something that was very hard for you to do.
You wouldn't think that a few, like 10 years ago, that I was addicted to drugs.
She says, I'm proud of you. Continue.
I never stopped asking the universe to show me the way.
She's talking about your pain. Let it go.
I don't have to have that story anymore. I don't have to hold on to the story of my pain, of my past, of my trauma. Today, I can let it go.
Let it go! She said, can you forgive me?
Yes.
Say goodbye to all things that could stop you to succeed, to feel good, to connect with your soul. Say yes high.
Yes.
Loud.
Yes.
Louder.
Yes.
She's asking you, can you forgive that person? She's directing someone else. She's directing a man. She's directing someone. Can you forgive that person? Can you forgive that person for her? Loud!
Yes, I forgive him.
Why you do forgive him? She want to know.
I forgive him for myself.
You are worthy enough to do everything for yourself. Not for anybody else, for yourself.
I know that takes a lot from her, but she gives. And she gives and she gives.
She's asking you to be strong, to be powerful, to be connected to your soul. You don't need anyone's affection and approval to be perfect. You are already perfect. Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Just say, yes, I do believe in myself.
Yes, I do believe in myself.
Louder!
Yes, I do believe in myself.
Louder!
Yes, I do believe in myself. And I believed in her. We're all from Brooklyn, New York, so there was a very Jewish-Italian community there where people's homes were open and they would intermingle and share their faiths, share their food.
She's talking about backyard. She's talking about the trees. She's talking about dishes. She's talking about the chicken. She's talking about the chair. She's talking about everything. Please direct her what she's trying to say.
Nana's house.
Nana's. My mom's house. We all lived together. I mean, they lived there with my mom and my dad. They were always together. We were always together. Always cooking. She actually made a better chicken parmesan than my mother.
Yeah, hers is better. But don't tell her that.
Yeah, don't tell my mom.
Don't tell Nana.
There is a power in sadness. There is a power in pain. And the power comes when you overcome it.
Talking to her really, really helped me, I think. It's definitely gonna kind of just clear my mind of all the negative thoughts that I had.
My father, Congressman Ron Dellums, who passed away a year and a half ago, visited Fia.
Today was a day to remember Ron Dellums, who in 1970 brought to Congress an anti-war and anti-apartheid stance that was branded as radical and dangerous.
Oh my God. He's asking, do you remember my hand?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what I told you?
Yeah.
Do you remember why I told you?
Yeah.
Dellums' youngest daughter, Piper, is proud that her father became an early voice against oppression in South Africa, applying pressure that would one day bring an end to apartheid.
You said, take my legacy, take my mantle. You're the smartest person I know. Go into the world and heal the land and do it in your way.
You know, Ron never gave up. He never became bitter. He loved people.
This is not my hand, this is your dad. He wanted you to tell again, louder, louder and clear, what he told you.
I'm passing you my mantle, I'm passing you my anointing, and passing it to you. You're the smartest one that I know. Run. There's so much work to be done. Run, run, run and heal the world, and don't stop. Do it in your way. Run, baby girl. Do it in your way.
So she's spoken to me like a sister, but also like an angel.
He said, I saw you when you cried in front of that candle. Why did you cry?
She's given me the faith and trust and support that was being given me by my dad before he left. So she's done this beautiful transition of allowing me not to feel the void of his leaving.
I don't know where to go when I'm not speaking with you, or I just don't know how to feel safe in the world without you in it.
In the area where I don't have a female in my life, because I don't have a relationship with my mother, and I don't have a sister. She has stepped in with the feminine to remind me that I am also loved and purposeful and beautiful and worthy, that I'm valuable.
It's not just me that tried to basically sending her messages and changing her. So she changed me in so many ways as well.
So our silly song goes this way. We are the key to do more than just let it be. The key to our destiny is in the hands of our humanity. His love is more than a philosophy. 'Cause we are the key.
We are the key.
We are the
but
key.
diamonds key.
Welcome back. Our next guest is a celebrity medium, a clinical hypnotherapist, a holistic healer, and holds a master's in psychology. Fia Johansson is known as the Persian medium, and she's even worked with intelligence agencies and law enforcement to find answers in cases. She also wants all of us to discover our best selves. Fia, good morning.
Good morning, Heather.
Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me.
I just want to start with, when did you realize that you had this ability?
I was 7.
7.
It was a very hot summer. A friend of mine came to my house and we played, we had fun. 3 hours later, they wanted to go home. I said, don't go. They said, why? I said, because I see that your guy is going to have a car crash.
Ooh.
Of course, they didn't listen to me. They had to go. 40 minutes later, our phone rang and confirmed that they had a car crash.
Oh my goodness, were they okay?
They've been completely okay, but what I saw in my vision at that age, it was scary. It was colors, visions of car crash, and my friend's face, who basically had some blood in. I was very scared. It took actually 4 years for me to discover why I see things before they happen. Why did people connect it to me? Why I am connected to unknown? And what's wrong with me? So, because you don't have anybody to talk to.
No, nobody would be able to relate to what you're seeing or experiencing. Later in life, you're able to use these tools and this ability to eventually connect with law enforcement. Is it true that you have helped to solve 22 cases?
Yes.
What sort of cases are you assisting with?
Cold cases, many of them was cold cases, old cases, locate missing people, and also connected people to each other who basically been vanished for so many years and they didn't know where they are. And I started with law enforcement at the age of 17 back in Europe, and I moved here to US 10 years ago, and through that agency I connect with intelligence services here as well.
Can you give me an idea of a case that you've solved?
One of the cases that I had, it was almost 2 years ago. Coast Guard communicated with me and said, we have a missing pilot and missing plane. I said, where are you guys? He said, well, we are around the ocean. He said, you're guys in the wrong place. Number one, they are not alive. And he was like, how did you know that was they? I said, because it's 2 people that passed. And he immediately felt that you're right about it, because that was the student and instructor. So basically, after 25 minutes, after the helicopter came and took me, we found the stress signals from that plane. And they asked me, how did you know that? I said, he told me where he is.
Wow.
So
what do you mean by that? Did you hear voices, or you...
Voices. It's actually, it's different, case by case. Some cases I feel and sense them directly communicating with me. Some cases they kind of like connecting me through other people. And some cases it's just the callers and numbers and names. And I bring them to attention for DA, private investigators, and crime lawyers. They put them together, and this was like, wow. You got it. Bingo. You got a piece of
Very
evidence.
helpful for people who may not have any other answers in these situations. When you walk by strangers on the street, do you ever get a sense for anything?
Of course, because as you know, we are all based on energies. And I pick up energies very fast. I feel and sense them very strongly. And when you are an empath, you can sense people almost, 100 miles away. But I try to not, because it's crazy. My life, maybe outside is look normal. I maybe look normal, but inside it's not normal.
Is it difficult to have to constantly be hearing and sensing things?
It is difficult. I can't be in any funerals because of the dead people. I communicate with them directly. I can't actually be around and surround people who basically doing something wrong. Example like high-profile people, celebrities, and other stuff, because then I can see and locate them, what they're up to, what is going on. So basically, it's hard for me. I close myself to not see things.
Do you call people out? I know you have celebrity clients. You say,
of course.
I know what you're up to when you're not here.
You know what I did? Actually, Impossible Hollywood, I changed it to I'm Possible Hollywood. I worked through my hypnose to helping a lot of models, actor, actress to achieve their dreams and desires. And of course, I did.
Wow. I know you have a book out. It's called Recoding Your Brain for a Better Life, and you're working on a second book.
Yes, and the third book. The second book, actually, I am working on an upcoming book with one very huge and very strong, intelligent agent who wants to talk to me, or basically, stand by on any cases that we solved together, and we are going to say when, where, how.
Wow. Okay. So we'll be looking forward to that one. Fantastic.
That would be fantastic.
Where can folks get in contact with you? Maybe they would like to work with you on something.
Well, to see me face to face, they need to have some one-year waiting list. So it's
one-year waiting list. My goodness.
Yeah, but if they do have some cases, missing people or crime cases that they would love to involve me, they can connect to my agent, and through that, I will connect with them. But easy to talk to me, because people ask me a million questions about. Guess what? What is my lottery number?
Lottery numbers.
Example.
Yes.
When I'm going to get married. Is he cheating or not cheating? Or stock markets or investment. So basically, avidadvice.com, avidadvice.com is the best place to communicate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have over 27,000 people or clients worldwide. And I'm very blessed and happy and thankful for them.
All right, Fia Johansson, the Persian Medium, thank you so much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Right, Stella, I'm intrigued. We'll send it back to you.
That's pretty incredible. Thank you so much, ladies.